Today we'll be making a Cajun Fried Fish Po'boy. So first things first, we're going to use all these seasonings that you see on the screen right here. Tony's Old Bay, garlic powder, onion powder, black pepper, parsley, ground paprika, and a little lemon. We're going to start by using our batter for our fish. This is just half flour, half cornmeal. Some people use only cornmeal, some people use only flour. I like to use both. I season that with a little bit of parsley and paprika. Then we're going to go ahead and make the wet batter. So I take 2 eggs, depending on how many fish fillets you're using. You might need more or less, so to speak. Then you're going to add in a little bit of Louisiana hot sauce, depending on whatever hot sauce you like. I love the Louisiana hot sauce. To me, it's the best flavor. And you're going to go ahead and mix that up, just kind of like you're getting ready to scramble the eggs. So once you have your wet batter finished, you're going to go ahead and clean off your fish fillets. Once those are nice and clean, you're going to sprinkle a little bit of lemon over the top of them. I like to do this just in case the fish has a fishy flavor, so to speak. I know sometimes fresh fish can have a fishy flavor. You're going to go ahead and season these with a little bit of onion powder, a little bit of garlic powder, Old Bay, and Tony's. I go pretty light on the onion powder and garlic powder on fish just because it can come through kind of strong. And I do season my fish pretty heavily because if you guys noticed in the beginning, I did not put salt inside of my dry batter. I only put parsley and the paprika inside of the flour and the cornmeal mixture, just an FYI. So you want to get that nice and seasoned up. Be careful with the Old Bay and the Tony's. They both have salt in it, so you kind of want to be careful about adding that in. Once that's all done, you want to go ahead and massage all the seasoning into your meat, just like that. Want to make sure that everything is nice and mixed in. So make sure you season both sides, and then we're going to take a little bit of yellow mustard and add that over your fish. I did this for video purposes, y'all. Usually when I season my fish, after I season my fish, I go ahead and throw it in a bowl and then put the mustard down in and mix it that way. It's a little bit easier than showing it how I did on the video, but I wanted to make sure y'all can see it. So we're just going to take our wet batter and pour that over our fish. Once again, same thing, easier if you use a Ziploc bag or a bowl. I'm just doing this so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. Once you get that all evenly coated on both sides, we're going to go ahead and make sure that those are nice and dredged inside of the flour and the cornmeal mixture. So you're going to take your fish and just evenly put them in the mixture, in the dry mixture, and make sure that they're evenly coated. Once again, it's much easier if you put it in a Ziploc bag and just shake to the bottom of the lake. And then here we go. I got 3 of them. This is what I can fit inside of my skillet comfortably. I'm going to go ahead and make a real quick tartar sauce. My husband likes tartar sauce. Absolutely hate it. Not a fan, but that's what he likes, so I'm going to make him some. So just going to take a little bit of mayonnaise. I used about 3 tablespoons on here. I did not measure this, so bear with me, guys. Take some dill relish and just shake some in there. Make sure you're getting some of that juice in there as well, because the dill flavor is what's going to help the quote-unquote tartar part. Add a little bit of spicy brown mustard, literally just like 1 squeeze. You don't want to add too much. A little bit of dill weed to season that up. Then you're going to use a little bit of black pepper as well, just for the look. Y'all know I love my black peppercorns. And then after that, you're going to squeeze a little bit of the lemon juice inside and mix that all up, and bam, there you go. Homemade tartar sauce, super easy to make. Okay, so now we're going to get started on frying our fish. Once the oil is super hot, you're going to go ahead and lay your fish down in there. And I said 3 fit, but these fish fillets were huge, so I used 2 only fit in my cast iron skillet at one time. So while that's frying up, we're going to go ahead and chop up our toppings for our po' boy. I use just regular plain lettuce and a garden tomato. So here's my French loaf I got from HEB. Y'all don't use curbside for when you need stuff like this. They sent the biggest loaf I've ever seen in my life. I could barely fit it in the pot to toast it. But anyway, here we go with our fish. We're going to get ready to remove that. I like my fish fried hard, y'all. So I fried this for about a total of 12 to 15 minutes, I want to say. So make sure you're flipping it halfway through. You're going to go ahead and cut your loaf in half and then split that down the middle and toast that on the inside. Look at that fish. Oh, my goodness, so good. Let's assemble our sandwich. You're going to use a little bit of mayonnaise. If you don't like mayonnaise, just use deli mustard. It works just as well. Once you put that on there, you're going to add our, a little bit of tartar sauce on the other side. This is my husband's sandwich. This is not mine. I did not use tartar sauce on mine. But anyway, add a fish fillet. As you can see how big this bread is, it took the whole fillet. That's crazy. Anyway, Some of that washed and dried lettuce and tomato, I went ahead and put a little bit of salt and black pepper on the tomatoes, and then you're going to go ahead and fold that over and then cut that in half, you guys. And when I tell y'all, this was one of the best po' boys I have had in a very long time, with the exception of this huge bread that HEB sent me. But hey, I can't complain. It was soft and so good, and this was amazing. Can't wait to make this again. Enjoy.